walked past a bird today, and it flew away. You probably didn't think much of it, but that bird made a high-stakes decision about you before you even got close. It calculated your speed, your direction, and whether or not you made eye contact. It ran a threat assessment that took less than a second. It didn't guess. It knew.
Most of us assume animals just react to movement or noise, like living smoke detectors. But the truth is far stranger. Animals don't just notice you, they have built a mental model of what you are. And to almost every wild creature on this planet, you are the most dangerous thing that has ever existed. Not metaphorically, but scientifically. You aren't just another predator to them. You are a biological anomaly that has forced the rest of the living world to create an entirely new category just to survive your presence. To understand how they see us, we first have to look at the hardware they're using. We think we see the world clearly, but we are actually sensory impaired compared to the animal kingdom. Imagine seeing a human not just as a shape, but as a glowing map of electric fields. Sharks, skates, and rays can do exactly that using a network of jelly-filled pores called the ampullae of Lorenzini. They don't just see your body, they see the tiny electrical pulses from your beating heart and contracting muscles. Some birds, like the zebra finch, have tetrachromacy, meaning they possess 4 color channels instead of our 3. They see colors we literally cannot imagine. Mosquitoes find you by smelling the exhaled carbon dioxide from your lungs, using specialized receptors on their antennas to track you like a biochemical beacon. While you are looking at an animal, they are often looking right through your surface behavior and into biological signals you didn't even know you were broadcasting. But it's the software, the way they process and remember us, that is truly mind-blowing. We used to believe only higher primates had the capacity for individual recognition, but we were wrong. Sheep can be trained to recognize the faces of human celebrities like Barack Obama or Emma Watson from 2-dimensional photographs. They can even identify their handlers in photos without any training at all, proving they possess holistic face processing abilities similar to our own. This memory for humans can be incredibly specific and even vengeful. Octopuses at the Seattle Aquarium were part of a study where one person consistently fed them while another mildly irritated them with a bristly stick. Within 2 weeks, the octopuses recognized the individuals. They would move toward the feeder, but would aim their funnels at the annoying person and soak them with a jet of water. Even wild animals study us with terrifying precision. In a famous study at the University of Washington, researchers wore specific rubber masks while trapping and banding crows. Years later, those crows, and even their offspring who were never trapped, would scold and mob anyone wearing that specific mask. The crows didn't just recognize a face. They built a cultural memory of a specific human threat and passed it down like a legend to the next generation. In the wild, this threat assessment is often tuned to our very voices. In the Santa Cruz Mountains, researchers played recordings of human conversation to mountain lions and bobcats. These apex predators, who fear almost nothing in their own food chain, fled faster and stayed away longer from the sound of humans talking than they did from the sounds of lions or wolves. However, there is a fascinating glitch in this perception when it comes to the animals we've invited into our homes. Your cat, for example, doesn't see you as a master or a god. Because cats effectively domesticated themselves to hunt mice near human settlements, their view of us is raw and honest. Modern science suggests your cat sees you as a super provider, a surrogate mother figure that never kicked them out of the nest. They treat us with a concept called neoteny, which is the retention of juvenile traits. In the wild, adult cats don't meow at each other. That's a kitten behavior. Your cat meows at you because they see you as an eternal caregiver. They have even hacked our biology to ensure we keep providing. The solicitation purr used by cats embeds a high-frequency cry within a low rumble. This specific frequency, between 220 and 520 hertz, is eerily similar to the distress cry of a human baby. They have essentially engineered a sound that is biologically impossible for us to ignore.
But even this bond is based on a deep understanding of our individual reliability. Elephants in Kenya have been shown to distinguish between different groups of humans purely by the sound of their voices and their smell. When they heard the voices of the Maasai, a group with a history of conflict with elephants, they would bunch together in a defensive posture. When they heard the voices of tourists, who never bother them, they showed almost no reaction. They aren't just reacting to humans. They are running a continuous background process, asking, what kind of human is this? And what has this kind of human done before?
Here is the twist that challenges everything we thought we knew about our impact on the planet. We haven't just changed the landscape, we have changed time itself. A massive 2018 study found that human presence alone, not even hunting or noise, just our existence, is causing animals across multiple continents to shift to nocturnal behavior. Animals that were naturally active during the day are moving their entire lives into the darkness simply to avoid any possible contact with us. This effect is 3 times stronger than the presence of actual apex predators. We have restructured when life exists on Earth. The bird that flew away from you today wasn't being skittish, it was being accurate. It was following an ancestral code that says humans are the only thing on Earth that doesn't fit the system. Predators have limits, hunger, territory, or season. Humans don't. We alter the rules of the game just by showing up. This global avoidance is a profound testament to how animals perceive us. To them, we are a new category of existence that didn't exist for the 500 million years of predator-prey relationships that shaped life on this planet. We are the outsider in every ecosystem. And yet, for our pets, we are the secure base, the psychological anchor that lowers their stress and gives them the bravery to explore a world that we have made increasingly terrifying for their wild cousins. We are living in a world where we are simultaneously the monster in the woods and the safe harbor on the sofa. We are creatures of socialization, and the relationships we form with animals, from the inevitable bond with a pet to the wary distance of a wild crow, are reminders that there is always a two-way conversation happening across the species barrier. We are being watched, categorized, and filed away every single day. If you could see yourself through the eyes of any animal for just 1 minute, which creature's perspective would you choose? And do you think you'd like the version of human you saw looking back? Let me know in the comments below.